Klutch Kickers round 4. Pretty exciting. Looks like it's going to rain this weekend. Really hoping the rain holds out. We just went to the driver's meeting.
You can slow down on initiation and then you can float from this section to the start of outer zone 1, but you need to be maintaining momentum. You need to be on throttle by the start of outer zone 1 and accelerating up through outer zone 1. Hit the inner clip with a good amount of angle. You want to go around the clipping point cone, not straight across it, and then transition into the touch and go. You just need to touch it and then roll out. So you just need to get your bumper in the box and then out. You don't need to ride the entire wall. Start of outer zone number 2 is right over there.
That's the same as the previous round,
which is right here on the map-ish. So touch and go, you need to transition across the track to get to the start of outer zone 2. If you wait too long, you're gonna be like in this area when you need to be over here. So that's gonna be a big point spot for line. And for me for angle, because if you come through here with big angle and you can do a quick flick to the start of outer zone 2 and you're right on the cone, like that's gonna get you max angle points from me for qualifying. Same with outer zone 2 ends in this area where the cone is at. Same thing for me with angle, big transition, like committed to the start of outer zone 3. Like the more committed you look and more fluid you look, for my score, that's gonna maximize it.
Yeah, and then after the end of outer zone 2, you just transition into outer zone 3 and you ride this all the way around until the red cones. The red cones are the end of the track. So shut it down smoothly and don't drift or spin out or anything after the end of the track.
So that kind of explains the track and the layout for those of you who aren't familiar with the Klutch Kickers layout. Basically this series is a big payout event, so it brings out drivers from all levels, all the way up to the top level of Pro 1, Pro Spec, grassroots guys like me. It's a really cool series. You get to battle against a lot of great drivers. I didn't get to win the last one. So anyway, I'm hoping to do well this round. Hoping everything's good. We did a lot of work to the car. After last round, did a new trans, new pilot bearing because mine got shot. I drove the whole round with like a shot pilot bushing, tore up the input shaft on the trans. I also switched from a welded diff to an LSD, so we've got that change. I have driven the car since we made those changes. All seems to be well, so hopefully we're good to go. Hopefully we don't have any issues this weekend and all goes smoothly. All right, well, we're in line for the session. This is all the killers in this group. Dirk, Taylor, Avocado, Ben, Kevin, Adam, Sean. So they split it up, basically bottom half in points and then top half in points. So we're A group, we're the top half, whatever the amount is. I think there's 50 something drivers. So the top 25, 26. So we're currently sitting 7th in points. We're tied with 7th and 6th. So we made a big gap up after that round 1. Round 1 we had an injector issue. We didn't battle, didn't get any points. So it's almost like it's like we didn't come to the round at all. So to get back up to 7th is cool. I never try to pay that much attention to the championship until we're like at the last round. Because so much can change, but I just take it round by round, try to do the best round I can, and have fun. So get some practice in, see how it goes. it's hot out, so most people, there's like nobody on track right now. I'm trying to run a looser setup for qualifying, so we took some grip out of it, trying to make her a little easier to drive. So mainly just easier to get wide. Balance. Alright, so like I said, this run was all about getting rowdier. More rev limiter, more smoke. So we flick it in, big limiter flick back, get on throttle as early as possible. I get out to this outside zone pretty early. I'm aiming for the clip, and I had too much angle. So then I basically hit angle stop, so I couldn't steer out anymore, which you need to steer out to get the car to flick back the other direction, which messed up me getting to the touch and go, which just kind of domino effect, screwed up the whole run. Tried to stay on limiter, tried to stay smoky. You can see I'm hitting full lock right here. The car cannot drive at any more angle. It can't go to any more angle.
we sent it as hard as we could. He definitely tried to, again, improve on the rowdiness level. But with that big mistake coming into the touch and go, I figured it wasn't going to be enough, and it wasn't. We ended up with a 78, which didn't better our first run score of an 83, but hey, qualifying runs are always fun. It's kind of a different thing than what you would really want to do in a lead run, but it's fun to kind of let loose, let your hair down, and sit it on limiter every once in a while.